I wonder why my mic's giving so much feedback. That's weird. Huh. Anyways. Not chips. Well, in the American sense. French fries. Good evening, TK. Stephen G, what's up? Like smashed, appreciate that. Thanks for reminding on Discord, no problem. Do it every time. Thank you so much for joining the live stream, everybody. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are amazing. Bitcoin doing things. Bitcoin out here trying to change lives. Love to see it. It's beautiful. Absolute beautiful chart. Beautiful candle. Looking at this on the new day is absolutely insane. So looking at the daily. The crazier part. You're just now re-entering overbought territory. How crazy is that? That's absolutely insane. So understand, if we manage to get a breakout, we could be headed straight to, holy shit, 134,000. 134,000 could be happening. Maybe even higher, depending on how much longer we stay in this consolidation. 135. You should have bought Bitcoin instead of Haktua coin. Yeah. I mean, buying a brand new meme coin the day that it's launching, that's always a terrible idea. It's literally always a terrible idea. You want to wait for the dump first. Maybe I should make a whole, like, when to buy joke coins. If there's a pre-sale, wait for the dump. If there's a fair launch, wait for the dump. You always wait for the dump, damn it. JK, I'm not that stupid. Hope not. John Luca, what up? Let's go. 100k Bitcoin. Let's go. Alright, Decloser, like literally, we started stream with Bitcoin over 100k. Decloser wants to look at comp. So, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at the Bitcoin chart. We're now going to comp. Yep, this is all Decloser's fault. Staring at Bitcoin just wasn't good enough for him. Your next target for comp is 170. 170. You are overbought though. So expect some consolidation. If Bitcoin keeps running, things like this will bleed down to your support. So be careful there. But let's go ahead and check out the 4 hour. Love you guys. Thanks for... Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I'm just letting everyone know. It's his fault. Y'all can thank him later. You sold Bitcoin? You're wild. You're wild. Alright, so the 1 hour looks like it wants to save your bacon. However, I would, if you're looking to get into a fresh long for comp, wait for the breakout. Just wait for it. Ray, it is wild. It's absolutely insane out here. Absolutely insane. Actually, no, I want this one. So, as for an opportunity of buying this thing right now, you did hit the zone. So now, if you were trying to jump in, stop loss would have to be below 105.91. And you could be riding this puppy all the way up to the resistance overhead at 170, which is about 44% upside. Once again, wait for that breakout. Wait for the indicators to say that you're going to go up, because you're still overextended on the 1 hour from your 50 simple moving average. So keep that in mind, but this thing does look like another 44% is in store. So it looks pretty solid. Anyways, will the breakout be coming soon? Maybe. Who knows? Thoughts on Major? Thanks. Sure, we'll check out Major. I didn't realize you guys so quickly would be like, yeah, screw Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it doesn't have much juice left. Oh, Ray. You stop it. if you just want to see how much juice is left, people are already putting in shorts. Already. They got liquidated. They got absolutely screwed right here. Absolutely screwed. So, whenever you think Bitcoin doesn't have more juice, just understand, people will do shorts. That's the whole reason why we got up to that $104,000 mark. The shorts. Oh wow, it's already starting to build up again? Exactly. People are loading up shorts, thinking it's going to turn around. Idiots. Gonna pump bear still. Oh, it's gonna destroy the bears. I wouldn't even expect Bitcoin to have a substantial pullback until January. Wouldn't expect it. Anyways, alright, wow. Kitty Kush going for FTM and Doge. Let's check out Major first. For John, Major. It's on its way to 178k, potentially 555k. Mag Max Cherry, who knows? Maybe. I don't make those predictions. I just stare at the chart. That's all I do. That's all I ever do. Alright, looking at Major, this is a newer coin. It's been out for 2 weeks. Just so you know, little caveat to this, any TA you try to do on this is going to be off because we don't have enough data. Alright, John, so just understand that. It's all going to be off. None of it actually matters because you don't have enough data. Anyways, looking into this, you have 2 levels. You're below 1. So automatically, you think you're going down to the next level. Hi, brother. What's up, Max? How you doing? Most people don't own Bitcoin that are retail. Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't understand. They want big gains. I had somebody come in here the other night who I mentioned. I was like, no, I'm going to sell off of all my altcoins to buy more Bitcoin. First words out of their mouth was, oh, there's only like 40% left in it. Why would I do that? I'm like, oh, sweet dear child. Sweet dear child. I just shitpost here. That's funny. Look at stream, bro. Yeah, we're looking at the stream. Alright, so anyways, Major, you're in a little bit of a downtrend. It's looking like it's trying to catch bids. I wouldn't trust the bids that are trying to come in. So there's that. But anyways, right now, this downtrend is holding you down. Some people are going to be like, it's a bull flag. I doubt it. This is all impulse. That's all you got. How you doing, bro? I'm doing good. Pin 2, I'm doing good. I mean, look at the characteristics of the request. Everyone is giving random tokens I've never heard of. Yeah, that's true. That's true. XRP? You've heard of that one. What's up, babe? Oh. SOL is great. Yeah, remember how I said like SOL should go up 40%? There's some people who believe it's going straight down, which I would love to know where they got that idea. But hey, that's them. That's them. Looks like...
Get you a beer? Are you okay?
Sure.
Can we make it cold? I don't think you have anything fresh.
Yeah, that would be better if I could. Yeah, thank you. Richard Day, looks like Render got rejected hard, and it's on its way back down. Well, it did shoot up instantly like 34%. So maybe tomorrow morning it'll be back up there again. Better take 2 beers. Nah. I already know I'm going to be missing enough of your guys' requests. I'm still on request number 1. And y'all are just like spitfiring out here. Now I understand why people charge for that. Jin. It's because of Bitcoin dominance. So you gotta realize, when Bitcoin's pumping, it sucks liquidity out of the altcoins. What you should more think of it as is The altcoins were pumping so that Bitcoin could go up. Think of it like that. It'll make your life way easier. Instead of doing requests, look at what you want. I want to see the GOAT. When I look at stuff, I always look at the weekly. That's why in Discord, you'll see me post random charts that usually pan out. And it's because of like... Oh, this is a giant symmetrical triangle, by the way. This could go up, could go down. We just kind of have to watch it. I would expect, because it's so new, for it to fall. If it does fall, you're looking at a measured move coming down about 37%, down to 66 cents. But if it breaks to the upside, there's no telling where it could go, because it's all price discovery. So that's what it's looking like. Everything dumped because money's flowing out of shitcoins and into BTC. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why. Can you see how much got liquidated above the 100K on Bitcoin? On Binance's chart, so above 100K, you got 54, 59, 50. We're going to say a lot. A lot got liquidated. Yeah, a whole lot. Because each one of these little bars is like, holy shit, that was 117 million. Yeah, no, it was a lot. Each little cell here is millions of dollars. So if I were guessing, I would probably say somewhere in the neighborhood of like 500 million just got liquidated. At least, at a minimum. We'll see. Somebody will get the numbers. Just check Twitter later. Alright, going to FTM, then Doge. I'm not going to spend too much time on Major. It's too new. So there's not much I can talk about. FTM, on the other hand, after that massive pullback today, it did a really good job of maintaining above that 117.77. So now, I am pretty certain when I say this thing is going up to 162 and possibly getting as high as 177. Looking pretty goddamn good to me. Looking pretty goddamn good. Alright, we're going to do a little sidebar conversation here. This is a quick and easy one. So when it comes to different tokens that I like to look at, I always like to look at the weekly to see where it's sitting. To start. And this is how I look at every token. So I go from the weekly, like, if I were looking at XRP realistically, I wouldn't care much. I would be thinking, oh, we're losing steam. This is going to be like the last little hoorah going up here, getting into overbought territory, possibly putting in some bearish divergence on the weekly. So naturally, I'm going to be selling off the vast majority of my bag at 162. So half of my tokens will be gone at 162. I'm just selling them. Don't even care. Doge is another one. Doge, we can look at it real quick, because once again, 57 cents, that's like my hard target. I'm selling off an absolute boatload of Doge, because if you look at this chart, you are overbought on the weekly. You are super overbought on the weekly. 57 cents is your target, and then you're looking for the retrace. So needless to say, this thing, it's like puttering out. It's like, all right, we're going to give it our last hoorah. Push ahead. Go hit resistance. So yeah, that's where I would be looking to take massive profits. But then if I go down to something like what I posted today, I posted People. So People, aka Constitutional DAO or something. People, noted on the copy trade today. We got boned. Absolutely boned. Awful. Terrible. Hate it. But if we look at this weekly chart, we're in neutral territory. We're just now curving up. This thing looks absolutely ready to go. You have set not only a low, but you've maintained above the low. So this is a really big deal. Really big deal here. When you decide to put in your support level. You've hit it once, twice. You could not touch it the third time, and you're sitting right on top of your 50 simple moving average. Perfection, in my opinion. So now you're looking for the trend to continue, which is giving you targets. So when you look at your trend, you're going to look at from low to high and bring it back down to that low. So now you are just about to see a breakout in the coming weeks. So with this breakout, automatically you're looking at a 786, which would be a 99% move. 99%. Considering market conditions, this could happen way faster than you're expecting. Way faster. But if you get this thing to go a little bit crazy, you're going to set a higher high at 135%. Very likely to happen. But outside of that, the 1618 is 240% upside. So these are your two levels, and you will be in price discovery at that point. So people looks amazing. Absolutely amazing on the weekly, and that's what matters most. When we go down to your daily. Daily, you have a high stochastic, but you're sitting in neutral territory. So the fact that you're in neutral territory means, hey, this thing could possibly start going up. And then when you zoom into your moving averages, you're like, oh, wait a minute. These are really close together. When you have very close moving averages on the daily, they act like a spring. They send price skyrocketing. So, needless to say, this is why I posted about this in Discord today, and I do believe this thing is getting set up for an absolute massive gain in the coming days. Hopefully, you guys decided to look into it, but this thing looks great. How low can FTM go before 162? Wait, what? How low could it go? You're sitting on top of support. Well, let's find out. So if you lose the 162 or the 117.77, you could fall all the way down to 92 cents. You could. Palantir, Ian wants some Palantir. Smash the likes, fellows. Yes, smash the likes. Smash them. Alex, what you think What you think BTC? It's gonna keep going? Where is your correction? Everyone been talking AB. Oh, what do I think about Bitcoin? That's about. Okay. Air. I walked away. If you already did it, my bad. I'll go back. No, Millie, I have not done Air. We barely looked at Doge. We barely did. What do you use for charting? TradingView. TradingView. Check out STX. We'll check it out. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you guys were asking for a bunch of other stuff, I was talking. Oops. I missed it all. STX going all-time highs? Well, it makes sense. It's connected to Bitcoin. BTC, 106K? We should go back to BTC. Alright, so this one is for Alex here. What do I think about Bitcoin? I think Bitcoin is liquidating the absolute dog shit out of the shorts. Currently, you are above your weekly candle high closes, so as long as we maintain above 97,920, I am ultra bullish. If this actually breaks to the upside, I see Bitcoin traveling all the way up to $135,000. Anybody calling for pullbacks right now is kind of wishful thinking. We're more likely to trade upwards going into the end of the year rather than pull back. Now, once January comes around, that's where I could see a pullback starting, but who knows? The market could be absolutely wild and turn around and come back down to support tomorrow. The possibility is there. But considering shorts are still stacking up, we have a lot of fuel to keep this thing going, because I guess shorts don't look at stochastic RSI because the stochastic has fully reset and it's ready to run. So at least rallying till the end of the week, I'm guessing. Yeah, during inauguration, it always dumps and corrects. Could be. Yeah, definitely could be. Alex, I am a dad. I'm not your dad. You're the Frosh guy that told me about STX? I don't understand what that means. I've known about STX for a while. I want to target for LTC if you had 71 of them sitting in Robinhood asking for a friend. I don't know. We'll have to look at the chart. All right, let's go look at the stock that Ian asked for, Palantir. Palantir. Yo, what's up, HQZ? How you doing? How you doing? Are you doing tickers? Johnny, what do you mean am I doing tickers? Yeah, we're looking at everything. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad you're doing well, HQZ. Glad you're doing well. All right, Palantir's, you're skyrocketing. You're at the moon. I don't actually know what you want to look at because your lowest level of support right now is like anywhere between $45 and $37. You're literally overbought on the weekly. Palantir is now the largest defense contractor in the US government. Is it really? I have one for you when the list dies down. HQZ, that this list ain't dying down anytime soon. So I'm periodically just gonna like scroll up a little bit, but I realized from last night all the scrolling up really sets back the stream. So odds are I'm gonna miss a lot of your guys' requests. The easiest way to get me to not miss your request is literally by tipping. It's gotten to that point, guys, where you guys are requesting a lot. So I'm trying my best. Trying my best. But yeah, unless I have an alert that pops up that tells me to look at something, it's hard for me to keep track. Alright, so Palantir is just in this uptrend right now, which is nice to see. As long as you maintain the uptrend, this is a weak-looking bull flag. Palantir could break to the upside, looking a lot like Bitcoin. And you would be looking for a blow-off top. You could be looking for 99.60 for Palantir. Your daily is still severely overbought, but your stochastic is trying to rally on. This is absolutely wild. As a teacher, that sentence grammar hurt me down to the core. Sorry. I played sports. I barely got to college, and then I played sports there as well. I mean, I do have a bachelor's degree, but it's in kinesiology, so it's all centered around sports. Grammar was never my winning topic. If people wouldn't request HBAR or XRP 30 times every stream, that's true. That is true. All right, so this is what I see out of Palantir. Right now, as long as you're holding above 61.61, then you're doing pretty solid. I mean, outside of that, I don't have much to say about Palantir. It's up in the stratosphere. It really is. But as long as you can stay above this level here, it should be good. Your daughter has the same degree. She teaches PE. Yeah, that's typical. If you go for your master's, usually they become physical therapists. I decided personal trainer was a better option. She loves it. That's good. I would hate it. I would actually hate it. I guess we have more support at 65.65. So these are your two levels you're looking at. More support there. Where am I from? Southern California. All right, anyways. I'm looking at LTC next. Looking at the LTC. All right, Litecoin. XCN, please, sir, when you get a chance. Oxygen coin. Sure. So, Litecoin, if we can stay above 113.95, your next target's 280. You are overbought on the daily. You would like to see a bit of consolidation while Bitcoin rips to the upside. However, your 4-hour might argue with that. It just might. So, DPG, are you a English teacher? Or do you teach something like science or something? I feel like you're more of a science teacher. DPG 604? I feel like you're a science teacher. You're giving me science teacher vibes, you know? Yo, what's up? Soul looks juicy. Yes, Ethan. Soul does look juicy. Like I mentioned last night! Yeah, Soul looks good. You're right. So right now it does look like looks like you're flagging out. You're gonna wait for the breakout of this downtrend. Once you get it, yep, your next target for Litecoin, 280. 280. Sex ed teacher, hopefully. I feel like that would be terrible. Gotta deal with all those teenage boys. That would be terrible. Yeah, the problem with what Litecoin is doing here, if you wanted to get into a fresh long, you have to have your stop loss below 113.95. There's no getting around it. It has to be below there. Especially after we saw the liquidity drain from earlier today. Stop losses will be hunted. They will be hunted. I think we're supposed to look at XRP. Sold your Litecoin at $80 for ICP. No looking back. Alright. I mean, I guess we can go to STX. Why not? It's on the way to XRP. Why not? I can find it. Alright, I guess we're going to look at SOL first. I see SOL before STX. So SOL, you are still broken out of this downtrend. You found support at 222.29. Prods, thank you so much for the follow over there on Twitch. Welcome in. Y'all think XRP goes up? No. I mean, if it does, $3. Outside of that, no. I think it needs to consolidate. Do something. It looks crazy. It wasn't your grammar. It was one of the requests. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Imagine me reading it, and I'm basically illiterate. I know you feel my pain. I know it. DPG, now I see your image. Science teacher for sure. Science. Yep. I'm calling science. People saying it's going to go to $10. Oh, don't believe the hype. Ever. Never believe the hype. People are going to say it's going to 1,000. Don't believe the hype. What should you invest in? Whatever your heart desires, because I can never give financial advice. All I can tell you is charts that look amazing to me, and if you join the Discord, I actually post them all in the Discord. Discord's completely free. What's my prediction? I don't have predictions. I just stare at the charts. Alright, going into Solana a bit more. Looking at the 4-hour, because 4-hour matters most. You are above your 200 simple. You did test it once. You're back above your 50 simple, but that 100 is going to give you a bunch of issues. As long as you keep above your recent low at 215.59, I do strongly believe 323 is coming in hot. I do believe it. TK, I just want you, as you say, $10,000. I want you to look at the circulating supply, and then say that. I feel like most people don't look at the circulating supply, and then they say stuff like that. DPG, you teach special ed? You're my teacher? Damn. Has retail, do you expect, wait. He's retail, what do you expect? Oh, gotcha. 10K is a pipe dream. It's a huge pipe dream. No chance. Not even 100. Yeah. Scalability, that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. You'd have to take over like the global payment and monetary system. And then hope for that all countries' dollars just hyperinflate. Then yeah, sure, I could see that happening. I could. It's the hyperinflation part that I don't think a lot of countries are going to allow. XRP bears me. XRP is all hype. In my opinion, it will dump down. 99.999% of cryptos are all hype. Like right now we're looking at STX. The hype is centered around it helps out Bitcoin. That's the hype. When Bitcoin decides to go down 5%, we're going to see this thing go down a hell of a lot more. I mean, it's going to be biblical. It's going to be wild, crazy even. It's going to look nuts. Building on Bitcoin doesn't matter. So many things are trying to build on Bitcoin. Doesn't matter. You need the money to flow in there. Just because it's built on a platform doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's number 3 right now because the hype is behind it. Yep. Something brand new will take its spot. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Anyways, first target right now for STX. If you can break above $3.06, we're looking at $3.74. If you happen to break that, all-time highs, you're looking at $4.43. And if this thing gets buck wild, you're looking at $6.58. So lots of upside for STX. It's running. And the best part is your weekly is not overbought yet. So you are expecting anywhere between 31, 56, or 131% upside. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. So that's STX. It's looking pretty solid. I know there's some of you who are like, how do I get into a trade right now? Might not be the best idea at the moment. Wait for some consolidation. You're literally going up to overhead resistance while getting into overbought territory on the 4-hour. So you're going to want to wait for some consolidation, but if you happen to break 306 and you hold above for a significant period of time, then you could be looking for those higher prices. But for now, just wait. Just wait it out. Just chill. Currently, we are in a trade with Caspa. I jumped into a 15x trade when the dip was happening. We're currently up 19%. I do believe Caspa is going to do extremely well. We are using our affiliated exchange for this one, which is Weeks. Now, we have another exchange we're affiliated with, which is Buy DeFi. I've been in this trade all day, never got stopped out. This is where the $10 to $15,000 challenge is taking place. And currently we're up 24%. So I have a whopping 2.5 USD here. But yeah, E-Gold is the trade over here. Been in it all gosh darn day. So we'll see how long it takes me to get the 8 consecutive trades. Actually, this first trade isn't even how high I need it to be, but whatever. It's fine. We'll see if we get 8 in a row. I wish I was a gym teacher. DPG, why would you wish that? You just want to make the kids run? Is that what it is? Johnny wanting render right after it blasted off. Beautiful. I love it. Alright, let's check out XRP. Yeah, I think this stream, we're going to go off of what I remember, and then if there's any paid requests. So good luck to everyone in these requests. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just doing my best. So yeah, you gotta bear with me. Suck it up. Alright, XRP surprisingly finding support off of your recent low. That is very surprising. And where did I get this low? It's from this right here. Right there. That low, we are finding support off of it. Surprisingly. So yeah, there's that. So, weird thought, but you might be going for the either slightly higher high, which could be around $3.36 of a penny, or it could even get as high as $3.22. This is absolutely insane right here, that XRP has essentially reset its 4-hour time frame. That's scary. Checking your daily, it is resetting your stochastic. So very likely we're going to start getting some bearish divergence as the price continues to the upside. It's weird that I'm saying upside, but hey, weirder things have happened. Your 1 hour looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. So more downside could be coming. You have a distinct downtrend here that has been acting as your downtrending level of resistance. But if somehow, some way, by the grace of Jim Carrey himself, you do get a breakout, and you hold support one more time, well then you could start seeing that final, in my opinion, rally to the upside, where it could be something in the neighborhood of like 35 to 45%. That is scary. But if you're trying to take out fresh longs on XRP right now, you might as well throw the exact same money down on black in the roulette table. Your likelihood of winning is actually higher at this point. So yeah. Just saying. Just saying. You're holding turbo till you get a 30x. Nice. So Johnny wants KIBA. I don't think I've ever looked at KIBA. We're going to check out KIBA. So let's do that. KIBA Inu. Gotta get the Inu in there. Got to. Watch out, guys. This is going to be the next millionaire. How do you have a gap on the 1 hour that big? What the Great liquidity on this coin. I like it already. I like it already. KIBA in bits. That's funny. I like it. KIBA, surprisingly great area to buy. Wow. I'm more surprised that I'm saying that than looking at KIBA, if I'm being real. I'm way more surprised at that. You have established your lows. You have your bullish divergence on the weekly. This thing's ready to go. Sheesh, Johnny. Johnny, I was talking my trash, but it's for the entertainment value. Don't take offense to it. Don't. Also, we're in the realm of making money. Nobody should be offended, ever. What up, Porky? Do you think XLM will follow the same trend that you just talked about on XRP? There's a possibility. Why is SafeMoon so high? Wait, what? Roxy? Are you kidding me? SafeMoon went up? That's a joke, right? Sell it. There's no way, right? Hold on. I gotta check something. Fuck you mean so high? What safe moon are you holding? Unless I'm reading it wrong. You're probably not, but... Oh wait, I have a safe moon wallet, don't I? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I forgot about it. Whatever. I'm not? Right. That's funny. HQZ, you want XCN? Didn't we already look at XCN? Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know. Thank you.
I got some more in the fridge door.
Okay. I'm probably only going to just have the one. Thank you. Alrighty. So, looking at this thing, KIBA, next target, I'd be looking at 6216. If you manage somehow to break that this time around, you could be looking at... If I can get this level right, could be looking at 7125. Go figure. It's showing on my wallet, but I don't have anything in it. Oh, that's weird. Zane wants Render also. You guys are really calling out for Render. Oh, Zane first said remember. Okay, I got you. We'll remember. We'll remember Render. Oh, this thing's actually getting ready to really blast off. That's crazy. Air, please. Millie, okay, we'll check out Air. But yeah, Roxy, that's crazy. The only thing I could think of is that some people from the past are trying to push SafeMoon up so other people try to, like, sell it. Or so that we get somebody to try and buy it, and then they have exit liquidity. Bro, HBAR's dropping too. Of course it is. Of course it is. Gotcha. Yeah, Rox. Yeah. Alright, so right now, very first target I'd be looking for is this 5614. Or 5566. After that, we'd be looking at the 6403. But no, this thing actually looks ready to keep on running. KIBA's looking pretty good. Pretty good out here. And your 4 hours basically saying it can happen. That's good. Now it dropped to like 28 cents. Yeah, Prods, HBAR was so overbought, it makes only sense that it would go down. If you were in stream yesterday, you could have seen how you could have profited from that, because I put up a short trade that everyone could have made money from. Just so you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Air. And then Render. Air. Aryan? Aryan? This is like the most racist token on the market. That's crazy. Alright, let's see where it's going. Oh, is it AI Rain? Is that what it is? Because it looks like Aryan. This is crazy. Nice call on people. It's rolling to the upside. Yeah, John. I'm just out here trying to make everybody money. That's all it is. What's Ethereum looking like in the future? Roxy, I got you covered. Everyone, we're going to have Roxy jump the line. As soon as we look at this token, we're going to Ethereum. What do I think about Dogecoin? 57 cents is what I think about it. We'll see if it actually happens. After that 57 cents, I would expect a pullback, but you know, we're in clown world right now. Absolute clown world. Slack? We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. Suggestions on crypto trading. How can I learn? Most of my friends just told me to invest in SHE and said traders lose long term, and I'm not sure that's true. Not true. I'm sure that's not true. If you solely trade, yeah, you do lose over time. The house will always win. That's why you utilize trading to basically hedge when it comes to your long-term holdings. Stick around the streams more often, you end up learning a lot more. I have an extremely simple way of trading that literally anyone can mimic. Anyone. Even the dumbest of your friends. They would be able to pick up on what I'm doing. Air is double bottoming. Adam and Eve double bottom. That's beautiful. Now is the time to buy air. That's crazy. That's surprising. And then you got all these targets ahead of you. Huh, go figure. Altair. That's wrong air. What the fuck? Alright, we're not going down the wrong air, wrong coin nonsense. We looked at this air, alright? Maybe we'll double back. Son of a bitch. This is some bullshit. That's the right air. It's like, no. This is the right one. Adam and Eve double bottom. What I want to hear, buddy. That's beautiful. Yeah, needless to say, your first target, 20% upside. Second target, 33% upside. Enjoy the trade. We're going to Ethereum for Roxy Mama. Fellas, if you haven't realized, the ladies, whenever they request anything, they jump the line instantly. Deal with it. Outside of if any of you decide to tip, then that's the only way that you get to keep your spot in line. And now we put in another like thing in the mix. Now you run into the bigger risk of me forgetting. I'm just not gonna forget. I'm just not gonna even feel bad about it. Cause last night, I looked at the damn stream again. You guys requested a fuck ton. That was crazy. That was actually insane. I woke up in the morning. I was like, why was I so tired? Because I was nonstop talking. That was crazy. You have a wig? Well, that doesn't count. I don't. We're not into the ladyboys around here. You're gonna 50x people? Well, calm down. Make sure you have a good entry. You already had that pullback. Calm down there. Can I chart Crow with knife? That's funny. Hopefully, Eric. Hopefully. Alright, anyways. So yeah, right now, ETH is finally hitting the first target. Good God. So, first target's being hit at the moment. 3,935. Next target, and the all-time high on the weekly for Ethereum, 4,634. And now, for the trend. Oh, I'm already on the daily. Let's freaking go, baby. For the trend, where I see this going longer term time frame rocks, we are looking at 4,715, and then the next target after we break that, 6,322. That is what I'm looking at. Definitely sad what happened with Safe Moon. Those guys would have made more money if they were legit. I mean, it was a really good scam. I made my first 100x off them. They were a really good scam. I was excited about it. I took profits. Don't get me wrong. I definitely took profits. But yeah, John, thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, I just want to be straightforward. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you. It's like you're in the chat. You see it. You accidentally opened a 7x long earlier on SOL because your mouse was over the buy button. Your finger had spasmed. Spasmed. Okay, your finger spasmed. You left it open and it's doing well. I'm surprised you didn't open the long yesterday, considering how much amazing things I was talking about with it. So I'm hearing I'm going to make some monies. When should I trade or into other investments? Oh, Roxy, are you on a real exchange? Because the amount of other things you can buy right now is shocking. Not sure if I'm using the right jargon because I'm touching my shit since I put money in. Oh, you haven't touched it since you put money in. Got it. Okay. I did it, just stopped out Porky. I did it, got stopped out. Oh, that pullback today actually stopped you out? On a 7x? What we buying? Max, we're buying people. We're buying people. That counts, Johnny. We're buying people. This dyslexia is real. Bro, rocks. I mean, I'm trying to read what you're saying. It's just hurting me. All right. All right. I'm losing track here, but yeah. Ethereum. It's pushing up. It's pushing up. I don't think it's going to be able to get stopped this time because it's been held down this entire time against its will. But this symmetrical triangle created the inverse BART. Inverse BART. And it didn't want to give a complete shoulder. We didn't even get that complete shoulder. It just was like, we're going. That's great. What do I think of Render? You think it's going back to 12? I don't know, maybe. Yo, what's up, Ibuprofen? How you doing? How you doing? Let's go ahead and check out Render now. Render's been asked, I think, 1,000 times, so we're going to check out Render. Hit the like, boys. Yes, everybody, hit the like. I would greatly appreciate that. For those of you over on Twitch, if you don't know, I'm also live on YouTube. That's kind of why I'm talking so very much. It's way more lively on YouTube if you want more friends around. But if you like the silence of Twitch, stay on Twitch. All right. Holy shit. Rocks, let's go. 37 months on the subscription. You guys want to try and be an OG? You have another opportunity once we get memberships opened up here on YouTube. But Rocks is an OG over there on Twitch. Came from the gaming days, stayed around for the money. And subscribe, says Freestyle. Yeah, guys, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers still. Still trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're working hard at it. Months, goddamn. Yeah, 37 months. She been around. It would have been longer if I didn't go ultra part-time streaming. Ultra part-time. Oh, man. Like, you want to hear about part-time? Ultra part-time. All right, so the question was if we're going to go back to $10. So, Max, understand what's most likely to happen. We had this major pullback because there were so many sell orders up here. It's very likely by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll be up around $13. Or by the end of the day today. Yeah. SafeMoon acquired by VGX. Oh, is that what happened? Oh, that's crazy. Maybe I'll download my SafeMoon wallet again. Well, I think I uninstalled it. Huh. Huh. SafeMoon wallet. Safe. Alright, anyways. Moving along, checking into lower time frames. Yeah, I doubt the traders are going to allow this wick to just sit there. So now you're looking at where can this thing start rallying after this pullback, which it very well could be right where it's at. You're sitting on top of a fib level, finding bids right now. Your relative strength on the 4 hour, it's basically like, oops, we messed up, let's correct that. Your 1 hour stochastic looking pretty solid, the relative strength looking pretty good as well. R12 almost. Oh damn. 49 watching, sorry Mr. Popular. Oh wait, Rox, is that you? Oh, what's up, Rox? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. It's me, Rox, you derp. Hey, I'm just trying to read, alright? You know how hard it is for me to read. Jeez. Not everybody with some form of college education is smart. Okay? Just stop it. Alright, so, yeah, Render's looking like it's getting ready to actually rally. That's awesome. Did it just get a 50% retrace? Is that what happened? It did. Holy shit, you got to the 382. Damn, brother. Yeah, this thing definitely worth trading. If you're jumping into a scalp trade, I mean, next target, you're looking at, oh my god, $13. That's crazy. Yeah, 33% upside. likely to happen. Only 21 likes? Guys, we gotta do better on the likes. Gotta do better. I'm so lonely. Mr. Lonely. Yeah, ibuprofen. That's how Twitch is these days. Twitch is like a ghost town, especially when it comes to the crypto space. It is an absolute ghost town over there. It's crazy. You need like top 3 to buy. Oh, Rox, you're looking for top 3? Well, number 1 is people. Number 2, I have to get back to you. You can always text me. That's allowed. Don't know. Oh well. I downloaded the SafeMoon wallet again. I can't even remember what my seed phrase is. All right. Maybe I'll find it later. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I might actually have it. You're visiting Cali in a couple weeks? What part of Cali are you coming to? Rocks? You guys like my password book? It's squishy. Pang in top 3. Actually, yeah, Pang might be a part of the top 3. It looks like it has massive upside. Massive upside. People Doge FTM. I don't think FTM or Doge would be great buys right now. I really don't. You want something that's already reset. That's a terrible idea. What was that one we looked at the other day that I had the rising wedge on it, and I was absolutely right. Angie, she wanted it. Shit. I forgot what it was. But Angie requested it yesterday. ILV has massive upside. DGEN is a good play too. By the way, Rocks, really good place to go right now. People isn't showing up on your search for wallet. Gonna stay with Sissy. Oh, you're gonna stay with your sister? Nice. Coming down to SoCal? Where's your sister? Shoot me that in a text. Don't say it live. Don't say it. Just text me. Just text me. Like, oh, where's she live? What's her address? How many people are home? Does she have guns? Just wondering. Just wondering. Oh, man. All right, anyways. So, yeah, Render's looking pretty darn solid. 15-minute. Looks like it wants to rally. So, this is what we got here. Oh, that's so far, Rocks. Oh, my God. That's far as hell. That's not SoCal. The hell? Any dogs? Nah. So remember, guys, we're going to go out to the weekly when we look at these tokens. Go out to the weekly. We want to see some form of bottoming, some form of higher lows. We don't want to see a straight line up. Y'all are nuts if you're saying like, oh yeah, a great investment would be, I don't even know, Dogecoin. No, it's not. Pang, yeah, that's a pretty freaking good one. Pretty goddamn good one right here. Pang. Beautiful. Gorgeous even. Want to see mama and baby? Well, you gotta realize, a baby is with another child now. My son is being created. SafeMoon was your first crypto you bought? Gray? Really? That was your first one? My first one was Bitcoin. My second one was Ethereum. My third one was XRP. I literally bought the top 3 coins as my first coins. And then I think SafeMoon fell under like my 8th token. So, yeah. Alright, Rocks. I got you. But yeah, so Pang would be another one. This thing looks absolutely amazing. So, Pang. We got people. We got Pang. God, I know there's another one. I just can't remember what it was. Probably Turbo. What was the price when you bought BTC? First time I ever bought it, it was $3,400. 3,400. Oh shit, Rocks, I totally forgot that I told you to get some Cava. That's great. Rocks, that's the number of Safe Moon tokens you have. It's worth nothing. That's what that is. That's what that is. KNC. Yeah, remember, Rocks, you bought Safe Moon and you didn't know how to sell it? That was back when we went and visited you. We got you to buy some Safe Moon. How's HBAR looking? We gotta check it out. I still can't figure out what that other token was that looked so damn good. Alright, let's go to HBAR. Let's go to HBAR. This thing, I mean, you found so much resistance at $36 or 36 cents. Let's go out down to your 1 hour. 1 hour looks like you're trying to break out. PHB is really good for the long term. So yeah, if you guys were in stream last night, I had mentioned this thing could fall 13%. Guess what it did? It fell that 13%, like right on the nose. Right on the nose. We called that one live for everyone. 13% downside. I feel pretty good about that. But it does look like you're just bearishly consolidating right now. So you might see another fall to the downside. Let's readjust our line. And yeah, looks like another bearish drop could be coming. I would be looking for support at 25 cents for HBAR right now. If you find support there, you then could see a bounce. And maybe you get back up to 36 cents one more time. And we'll see what happens there. But HBAR really does need to cool off. If you look at it on the daily, you don't even have support until you come down to like 11 cents. Your 50 simple moving average currently is sitting at 10 cents. You could fall literally straight down to it, and it would still be bullish. So understand, buying HBAR now is not the smartest move. The biggest thing I was saying yesterday was this candle right here, this daily candle, this pin bar candle, terrible reversal candle. Seeing that candle alone, you sell instantly. Get the heck out of there. You don't want it. But I'm not here to make your guys' decisions for you. All I can do is read the chart and tell you what I see. That's all I can do. So, yeah, that's for HBAR. You guys want to check out PHB, XCN? Already sold your HBAR? Thank God. I mean, as long as you're taking profits, you're good. Starl? What's Starl? What is that? So HQZ, are you going to ask for Oxygen Coin every day until it hits some type of target? It's going to be every day. I feel like it is. HBAR bid at 18 cents. Nice. Oh, that's Starlink? Nice. So, yeah. XCN, it definitely looks like... Are you Indian? No, I'm half black, half white. Nothing else. Half black, half white. So XCN, you are completely overbought on the daily. You found tons of resistance at 30519. And, yeah, you're just coming down right now. Just coming down. Don't really know what to tell you outside of this shooting star reversal pattern on the 4 hour. So I would be looking for support down here at 24148. If you manage to hold support, you could come straight back up. But you're going to need some form of structure, so even if you hit it, you're going to probably pop up a little, hit it again. If you hold it the second time, then you could start looking for much higher prices. But until that happens, just look for the downside. Just look for the downside. Wild. Pullback. Myth. What myth? What are we talking about? What myth? You won't ask for it again, I promise. Next thing. XCN? But yeah, you're gonna have to wait like a week before XCN is actionable for anything. Seems like low market cap gem though. Could be. Could be. You still want to wait for structure. You still want to make sure people want it. Safe Moon, I remember those days. So do I. Safe Moon was great. I also remember their first live stream when they were shocked how many people were in there. Alright, so PHB showing bearish divergence on the 4 hour. That's not great. It's really not great. Hopefully it can get its act together. Hopefully it can start catching some bids. So then we could see these like all-time high. That would be fantastic. We got the trend reversal already. We're waiting for the markup. We're waiting for it. Let's check the daily. So daily, the heck? How do we have bearish divergence there too? Bearish divergence on the daily? PHB likely to come back down to $2.43? BTC's falling? Oh no. Is CAS falling? It's falling. No. Is eGold falling again? No. It's too bad. Anyways. But yeah, PHB, if we can hold 204, then we're sitting pretty. But until we hold 204, it it looks like it's gonna pull back. Either way, if we do hold that 204, 378 is the next target. Otherwise, it would make complete sense to come back down to $1.50. BTC's back to 101. Bear market started. Get out while you can. Bear market's here. Shit. 101? 101,000? No. Can't buy that trash. The fuck? Where would I set PHB stop loss here? I would put it right below that 2043. Right below it. In honesty, I probably wouldn't even enter a trade with this right now. Honestly, wouldn't even enter a trade right now. It looks too uncertain with the bearish divergence. The fact that you got a mildly higher high while getting a 50% retrace, and now it looks like you're pulling back, I don't like that. I really don't like that. It makes me think it's coming straight down to the 204, so I would just wait and see if that happens. But the closer you are to 204, the better the trade could be. Beta test coin. Did beta finally go up? Because I called beta like a few weeks before it even moved, which was kind of a shame. Opened at 217. Might just close it. I mean, either way, considering the weird movement we've had out of most of the altcoins, keeping a trade open overnight outside of like Caspa, it's really risky. Really risky. Oh, that's coin number 3. Rocks, if you're still here. Caspa. There we go. Go into Caspa. PHB looks funky. I could do this, or I could do this. So you had a new high? I'm doing that. How to spell. Oh, KAS. Yeah, freestyled right there. He just said it. Those would be my top 3 right now in investing into. Those would be the top 3. At this moment in time, it would be those. I think the Ethereum coins will do well also, but they've already started running. People, Peng, and Caspa haven't moved yet. So I think those ones are going to do extremely well. All right. We need to look at XLM and BTC. Can't find Caspa. Oh, you're going to have to get off of the whatever normal exchange you're on. There's a link popping up, Rocks. You can actually join in with either buy DeFi or Weeks. And then you can fund those accounts and use those. Mint layer seems much undervalued. Maybe. Time to 50x people. You're wild, Kush. You're wild. Alright, so people want to stare at BTC. I'm glad we're back up to 102. I guess the pullback's dying off already. It's getting bought up. Love to see it. You're just resetting your indicators. You guys can calm down. Calm down. You just shot straight up. Went up like 5% on Bitcoin. Some mild pullbacks are like they're going to happen. Can I check out Quant? QNT? Sure, we'll check out Quant. You like BitConnect? I don't know what you're saying. Are you talking about BitConnect? That's awful. That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. That was like one of the worst rug pulls ever. That's absolutely terrible. Check Mount Gox. Hold on, we still got to check out Starlink for Ian. Is that what it's called? Star Energy Group? Is that what it is? Just joined. Have I checked out any plays that haven't ran? Yes. We have a top 3 officially. We officially have a top 3. What the fuck is this? Starlink is a crypto? No shot. Holy shit, it is. Wow. And it looks good. Oh my. Where the hell can you even buy this thing? That's a double bottom if I've ever seen it. Starlink, what the hell? Right. Had I looked at Ondo? No, I haven't. Absolute shitcoin. It is an absolute shitcoin, but chart is charting. Chart looks damn good. And you're above your accumulation zone. I'm mad at Ian for not bringing this up sooner. As long as we can make money, who cares? Exactly. As long as we can make money. I don't even know where you can trade this, though. That's wild. Your next stop is like 2511? That's insane. Starlink website doesn't even work. Yeah, that's the thing about most of these little S coins. They don't have to work. They just have to have people buying them. This looks absolutely insane. If it's on an exchange, who cares? Wow. There you go. You got your levels. That's absolutely insane. Composite Operator is doing something with this. It's on MEXC, is it really? So what? People are leveraging this thing? I know it's on Gate.io. I'm looking at that chart. 59% to 109% are your first targets. This looks crazy. The X account is suspended? That is wild. That is wild. Ian, are you in Canada? That's funny. There's a contract address, everybody. Enjoy. Enjoy. Have your fun. That's wild. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple more of these in here. I see Reef. I see Algo. I guess Kevin wants to see some pullback ideas. So let's go ahead and look at some pullback ideas for Algo. What is this? Ibuprofen. Thank you so much for the 400 biddies. I'm telling you guys, if you want like the sexy little emotes and gifs and stuff, it comes with the donos. But thank you so much for the 400 bits. I appreciate you, Ibuprofen. That is amazing. I feel like I have them for bits too. Hold on. Did I do away with them? No. Alert box. I don't even know. Bits? I do. So I have an alert for 500 bits, 1,000 bits. I think. Yeah, so 500 gets one, 1,000 gets one, and we also have 100 bits that gets a variation as well. Huh, I totally forgot about those. Anyways, totally forgot. But yeah, that's Starlink. Taking a look at that, it's Starlink there. Ibuprofen, really a real one. Yes, he is a real one. One of my homies, same name. Ian is in Texas. Nice. Reef. Looking at Reef next, I guess. 17 billion leveraged longs versus 1 billion in shorts. Oh boy. It's going to be rough out here, isn't it? It's going to be rough. Alright, checking out Algo and then Reef. So Algorand, looking at the pullbacks, we're finding support right now off 46 cents. We're going to have to wait and see if it holds. But on your daily, this was the ugliest candle you could have ever seen. This does look like the dragonfly reversal. But maybe it's a pin bar. Who knows? It looks terrible, though. That's a terrible candle. So, needless to say, I would be expecting, in due time, Algorand should come down to... Oh, Ibuprofen, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Should come down to 28 cents. I definitely would see that happening. You're still overbought on the daily, and as soon as you lose support at 46 cents, it's a straight line down until you find support. So yeah, Algorand, we're looking for the pullbacks here. Let's go get the likes up to the watchers. Thanks for the stream, bro. Crispy Lifestyle, thank you so much for the kind words, the reminder, and coming into the stream. I appreciate you. All right, let's see here. We got 45 viewers over here and only 28 likes. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. At least I hope so. Maybe 100k Bitcoin isn't worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's just not worth it. All right, let's check out Reef. I know what it is. You guys are like, you're skipping so many requests. Screw your likes, bro. If I were to write all these down, I'd have enough to fill an exchange. Wow. No, Reef is set up for more upside. Look at this rounded bottom here. Look at that. Do you think .uni LTC cake will reach the same price as 2021 cycle? They all should go above their previous all-time highs. They all should go above them. All of them should go higher. But yeah, reality here. Please check Bonk. You haven't checked enough yet. We need more wisdom. Ibuprofen, we will check Bonk next. Especially after you donating the 500 bits. I appreciate you. So yeah, looking at Reef right now, I mean, honestly, you're looking at 140% upside for Reef. We're just waiting for this thing to look less crazy. and finding a little bit more structure. If this decides to handle out, this could be an absolute beautiful setup. Your daily stochastic might want to reset. Go ahead and check the like. I appreciate the TA. Thank you for the like, Decloser. I appreciate you. Oh, wow. The 4 hour actually wants to rally for Reef. So don't be surprised if Reef does something weird, like hit this 140% suddenly. And I mean it. Suddenly. This thing, when it decides to rip to the upside, it's really sudden and everyone misses it. But if you were trying to get into a trade right now, realistically, your stop loss has to be below 1516, which is awfully deep. Awfully deep. So right now, that is 22% downside. You could only go 5x and realistically think that you're relatively safe. Did I check Cava out? I'll have to go back and watch that. I have not checked out Cava yet, but I'm very happy with my holdings. I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. All right, we're jumping right into Bonk. What? Going into Bonk. All right. Kush, no problem. No problem. So Bonk has been doing a great job of consolidating right now, and I would say that you broke out except for this. That's kind of a shame. So you're trying to break out, doing your best to bottom out in no man's land, which is surprising to me. Let's go ahead and check out the daily and see how close you are to your moving averages. On your daily, still could have downside. Still could have downside. The closer you are to 3367, the better it might be. So keep that in mind while looking at Bonk. But if you can come down here to 3745, find some support there, that might be the best option. Just might be. So let's see where your 50% retrace is. Oh, that's why you're catching bids. You're literally at your 50% retrace. So if this holds, real quick, you'd be looking at 7470 real fast. But you got to hold your support in no man's land. I wish it the best of luck. I don't know if it'll hold or not. We will have a lot better information tomorrow. But if you break this downtrend, well, then you still have to establish the lows, and so you'd still be waiting. Still be waiting. But you're starting to uptrend on your 1 hour, so that looks great. Expect the breakout sometime soon. Expect it. So that's what I'm seeing out of Bonk. This actually could be actionable for a long. Could be. I would just want that confirmation because you are downtrending and you have support down below you. I need the confirmation. Need it. It's not a want. It's a need. And currently that confirmation would be sitting around this low here at 3989. Maintain above that level. We could be cooking. Could be cooking up something great. Could be. Be like grits on a Sunday. Alright? QNT. QNT. Thank you for checking Bonk. Ibuprofen, of course. Of course. Alright, QNT looking pretty interesting here. It's just kind of falling. Just falling. Your 1 hour, you lost your 50-symbol moving average. That's not a good sign. You also lost your support level at 148. That's also a bad sign. You're trying to reset the 4 hour. Bad side number 3. We could be seeing much lower prices. I would be looking for 128 to hold. That would be my target. 128 to hold. If you hold that level, then it could bounce, get a second time, and then start moving up. And if you happen to break back above 148.9, you're looking at 195. Expect the pullback. Expect the pullback. Expect it. Expect it. Expect it. Noted I'm saying this right before we go into Thursday, which in history, it is the most bullish day of the week. Don't know why. I guess everybody just likes buying on Thursdays. But, yeah, I can see this thing falling down just a little bit. QNT, it's had a wonderful run, though. Wonderful run. We look at the daily. Yeah, that might be the problem right there, the daily. Daily, you're super overbought. Super overbought. If it feels like having a real pullback, 99.7. So that's what I see out of Quant. Okay, I know I'm missing a lot of them. Hold on. I know there's one in particular that I actually kind of did want to look at because I never heard of it. And it's gone. I lost it. Damn it. Oh well. I lost it. You guys have been going. I lost it. We can check out Brett though, since that's what I see on the requests. And we also have to look at Cava. We're gonna go to Cava and then Brett because Cava is on the way, and I'm holding it, so I'm very biased. So Cava, it's chugging along. You're finding your resistance right now at 7077. If you can break above that, $1.20 is your next target. $1.20. This thing's looking pretty darn solid up here. But yeah, you can see where it's coming from your lows. As long as we stay above, we are sitting pretty. Cava's looking damn good out here. And after that 120, I don't expect the rally to finish. I'm expecting it to get up anywhere between 293 and 383. So Cava is just now leaving its accumulation range. Actually, not even the real accumulation range is all the way up to 120. So when it first leaves the range, that first target, 293, first target. I'm sure as you look at this chart, you can see exactly why. I loved accumulating the hell out of this token. Loved it. Now that I'm looking at this live, I'm noticing this downtrend that I didn't notice before. Shit. We have a downtrend we're going to have to contend with. Son of a bitch. I didn't realize that before, but I realize it now. Once we break this level and we hold above it, backtesting it as support, this thing could rally hard. It could rally extremely hard. So keep Cava on your radar if you're not holding it. I only have been talking about it since literally last year. Thank you for Cava. No problem. No problem. Now let's get up there to Brett. Brett is next. Brett. I know a lot of you were mad at me before when I was like, should pull back. But hey, it did pull back for a day. Alright? Maybe even two. But it looks like you're finding some support, which I'm thoroughly surprised by. Because you're still overbought. That's wild. But yeah, Brett, the little thing that keeps on trying to truck along, you found support here. You just bought 2,800 Cas? That's wild, Kush. That's wild. Did he do render yet? TJ, I did do render. I did. It looks like it's going to rally all night. 33% upside. 33%. Getting up to like $13 and something cents. But yeah, Brett, surprising to me as well. It does look like it's about to get ready to rally. I would be aiming at anywhere between 22.3241 and 24.547. Surprisingly, looks like it wants to rally. Oh, thanks for checking Ethereum. Will Kit... What? I'm going to need help transferring some funds to the other top three. But it's bedtime? Alright, get some sleep. Oh, keep in touch. Yeah, I'm not good with acronyms. Yeah, I'm more of a boomer than you are, Rox. Oof. Oh, man. HBAR yet? Yes, Christian. I looked at HBAR. We're looking at more downside. More downside for HBAR. Good night, old man. Have a good night, Rox. Have a good night. Sleep well. Take care of those girls. I look forward to talking to you a lot more in the near future. Anyways. Yeah, no, Brett, surprising to me. Looks like it's ready to rally. That's really surprising, actually. That's crazy nonsense. Love you. Hugs for your girls. I will let them know in the morning. They're already in bed. Shiba Predator. Wait, what? QOM is a Shiba predator? That's confusing. That's confusing. So 15 to possible 22% upside for Brett. Wild. Mabobia? What? I also headed in for the night. Have a great night. Thanks for the stream. Ibuprofen, no problem. Thank you once again for the bits. I appreciate the heck out of you. Get a good night's rest. And look forward to some gains tomorrow. Look forward to the gains, whether it be to the upside or the downside. Sorry, asking again, what do I think we can expect for Turbo listing? I don't know. I don't know when the listing is. All I know is Turbo has some work to do to set up its patterns. That's all I know. Actually, I'm sitting on support at 48. Is it looking bearish? Of course it is. Hi guys, newbie here. Blue Hawk Legend. What is up? Welcome in. Welcome in. You came to a good place. You came to a good place. Hopefully you learn a lot and you make some dough. Great place to also find, when I find really good trade setups, is the Discord. Good trade setups, good buys. It's a great place to be. Great place to be. What the hell was I supposed to look at? I've been reading so much stuff. Hold on. Yes, I looked at Render. I just looked at Brett. Crow with knife. We'll check out Crow with knife, Eric. We'll check that out. Crow with knife. If you had the ticker, this would be a lot faster. Caw. Okay. C-A-W. A hunter's dream? What the fuck is that? Coinbase listing Turbo spot count a setup. It was announced today. But they're not listed yet, are they? Because if they got listed today, they got screwed. They got absolutely screwed. Okay, let's get this out of here. Get rid of all this. God, it's pissing me off. All right. This whole time, I have not taken one drink. Oh, this is terrible. See there, it has been an hour and a half of me just reading, talking, and not enjoying a beer. Wild. Alrighty. Do I pay for charting on TradingView? Yes. I mean, so it's weird. You don't have to pay to chart. You pay to have the indicators as well as multiple alerts. That's really what you're paying for. But there's a free version. Also, pin 2, if you haven't made the money to be able to pay for the TradingView, I'm not gonna lie, you might have to work more to be investing. I don't want to sound mean about it. It's just the TradingView cost is very low. It's very low in comparison. You locked in now? Yeah, I'm locked in now. So it does look like you're trying to get a breakout right now on call. So automatically you have two targets that you're looking for. You're looking to get up 25 to 62%. Not much else to look at here, except for you never touched that support that you touched in the past. Could be very bullish, or you could break out and then have to go down and test it. Could happen. But what I would guess is you put in your low already, so you'd be looking for a back test with a slightly higher low. That's what I'd be looking for. I would want the back test after all this downside and not touching support. Got to get that back test. Golden cross on the daily for Chainlink. Yeah, ABC, you're right. I think it happened a couple days ago. I did not do Chainlink. I did not. It should be officially available in a week or two, according to other YouTubers. Alright, so in a week or two, Turbo being listed will really matter. But they have not started doing their crazy, like, markup phase or people front-running it or anything yet. Looks like Hawk launched, then tanked. Some people made some good money. Of course it tanked. Christian wants XLM. Alright. Alrighty. But yeah, so Crow with Knife, you got some work to do here. You're still trending down on your moving averages, so you're basically going to wait for the break, the back test, holding of some form of support, and then seeing the reaccumulation up before you have launch. But in reality, you're looking for like 62% upside. That's what you're looking for. Golden Cross is a lagging indicator, right? Sort of. It's lagging in the aspect of, yeah, it comes way later, but also, generally speaking, there are some people that wait for the Golden Cross to then just start buying like crazy. So it kind of just depends on what the chart looks like when the Golden Cross is happening. If you have tight moving averages and you get that Golden Cross, oh my god, is it an explosive move. But if all the moving averages are really spread out or the price is super overextended, the Golden Cross might result in like a 10% pump, and it's like, oh, no big deal. The move already came. So it depends. It really depends. What was the next one? So yeah, we looked at this one. What's the next one? XLM. I've been avoiding XLM a lot simply because it's just going down, man. It's so overbought. That one I think I'm actively avoiding. XLM it's absolutely insane how high it got. Your big question is, how does TA matter when institutional haven't come in yet? Wait, what? Institutions have been in. I don't know what you mean. Institutions have been in. Trying to TA at this time doesn't mean anything because trillions could pour in any time from now. They have, but also understand they're only going in through the ETFs. Most institutions, they cannot interact with this market. It's too small. The market's just way too small. They can't interact with it. So that's why they're doing all their stuff facilitated through ETFs. So that's why it's a really big deal to get the ETFs. And noted, the institutions that haven't gotten in are like wealth management funds, people's retirements, things like that. Regular institutions, oh yeah, they've been pumping this shit this whole time. Mostly retail is not here. Like, the real retail. Not the smarter retail that's been in the market already, that's doing their daily trading and all this other stuff. No, they're already here. I'm talking about the dumb money who's like sitting on the sideline hoping that they can buy some bread tomorrow. They're not here. So we're waiting for those people to show up. That's when the real bull market gets started. So far, this entire bull market is institutionally driven. The institutions have been just taking the show. And that's why you see Bitcoin so absurdly high in comparison to most altcoins. Most altcoins, they're barely leaving their consolidation areas. Barely. And it's like, what the heck happened? Last time that the altcoins were sitting at all-time highs, Bitcoin was over 60,000. The fact now Bitcoin's breaking 100K, and you have things like Cava. Hey, once it breaks 120, it's not an accumulation zone anymore. Retail is non-existent. It is non-existent in comparison. But yeah, you're talking about the wealth funds. They're not here yet. How is Compensate Man gonna lure in the mass retail? Oh, Composite Man? They're gonna start. First off, I saw it already. Bitcoin breaks 100K, then you're gonna start seeing more advertisements popping up. You're gonna start seeing more random things. People will probably be like, "Oh, go to Coinstar, put in your coins, buy Bitcoin." You can already do that, but you're gonna start seeing more ads. You're gonna see a lot more ads and be like, "Oh, think about your retirement. This emerging asset class." They're gonna say sweet nothings about it. That's really all that's gonna happen. It's the advertising. What do I think about XRP dropping hard? It could be CT. It could be. So yeah, XLM, you're finding a lot of resistance here. You need to get some support. I'm thinking 39.44. You just lost a level of resistance, which was 51.63. Just lost it. How can I learn to chart like you? Any tips? I always say go from high time frame to low time frame. And so let's go to a chart that I haven't charted before. It's the same thing every single time. It is the same thing. I'm going to teach you all of the secret here because my method is super easy. I don't think I've looked at Zeta ever. Okay, yeah, nobody ever asked about Zeta. I've never seen it. So what I do is I start on the weekly. I get in arguments with people every once in a while about you should start on the monthly for these major reversals. Monthly candle comes around 12 times a year. I'm good. I'll look at the weekly. So, looking at your weekly, you can see where the trend reverses pretty strongly. So you see how it came down, you found support, you tried to hold, you held it one more time, and you bounced up. Great level of support, will definitely act as resistance later. So that is one area of concern. And then when you look below you, you can see where the trend reversed to the upside as well. So you have your low, second low, and now you're trending up. You do have some resistance at this level here. So you're going to mark that off as well. So there you go. You are currently above resistance. This is great. You're in a little pocket of liquidity. Expect the price to bounce around in here for a little bit. Past that, you're going to go up, find your other two levels just in case, because markets, they do get a little wild. They get a little crazy. So there you go. Now that you have your levels marked out, all of your trading is centered around these levels. All of it. The whole time. When you look for a trend change, you can see how you had this downtrend here on the weekly, and you managed to break out of it. That's a really big deal. You not only broke out of it, but it does look like you possibly backtested. You are uptrending, so right here you can have a trend line up. So these are areas of concern that you're going to say, hey, the price should not fall below this to keep the trend intact. So that's the trends that you're mainly staring at. You're in an uptrend. Now you're going to start using your stochastic, which is high on the daily. Relative strength, you are not in overbought territory, so this technically could rally, but you would prefer if you consolidated for a little bit. With your moving averages, these are your simple moving averages. Your 50 is the green line, your 100 is the yellow line, and your 200 is the red line. The reason why the 200 is a red line is because normally when you hit it, it interacts like this. You tried to break it, you got rejected. It's like a brick wall for pricing. And this will happen on most time frames. So as you zoom in, of course it's a lot more risky, a lot less reliable than your weekly and daily, but it still gives you a good idea. Anyways, looking at this, you can see you set a higher high after breaking above the 200. Automatically when you break above it, you want to backtest it as support. Make sure that 200 now is acting as support. If it doesn't act as support, then it was a false breakout and you're going to lower prices. However, you're about to get a golden cross, you should come down and get a backtest. Should doesn't always happen. Needless to say, we're going to zoom in a little bit more Oh, also you have bearish divergence. This is also why I would call for the back test, because relative strength is coming down while price is going up. So that's something you really got to pay attention to if you end up seeing the relative strength falling while price is going up. Really big deal. Now, let's go down to the 4-hour. On your 4-hour time frame, you can see how it's pulling back. You got a high stochastic. It's trying to reset while maintaining above your 50 simple moving average. Too bad the 4-hour is basically selling you up the river, and you have bearish divergence on the 4-hour. So that sucks too. I would expect this not to hold right now and to get a little bit deeper of a retrace. For the idea of a retrace, it is extremely common to get a 50% retrace from your low to high. So our fib retracement level, we're going to see what 50% looks like as we pull it down. So now we're looking for the price to get somewhere around this 7907 level before we even consider getting into a long entry. Before we consider it, we are now not considering going long. We're only looking at shorts. We are trying to get a reason for this price not to go down. Currently, I have 2 reasons for it to go down. Now 3. So, bearish divergence on the daily was first reason. Recently broke back above your 200 without backtesting it. Second reason. And now you have not made a 50% retrace after making a higher high with bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Come down to that 50 at a minimum. If you come down to the 382, even better. So that is what I would be looking at. Now coming all the way into the 1 hour, this is where I would be trying to set up trades or looking to get validated in my opinion of where it's going. Currently, I am seeing the downtrend pretty clearly that is accelerating, so that's a problem. So right here, you can see the downtrend, and then you can also see the acceleration of the downtrend here. So it's sharply going down. So needless to say, you would put an alert somewhere around this low right there. See this wick low? You're going to see if it tests that low one more time so that we can get the trend going. Noted, if we hold support up here and we break out of this downtrend, all bets are off, we're going up. All bets are off, you're going up, that's all that matters. And we'll ride off into the sunset where hopefully we can get the bearish divergence canceled out. But anyways, I'm still looking to the downside here. Going into the 15-minute, this is usually where I would set up my trades. If I had a high stochastic while you're hitting overhead resistance, that's where I would be setting up my shorts. Right now, we do not have the high stochastic. Instead, we actually have a little bit of an uptrend starting. So a little bit of an uptrend. We would like to see this thing bearishly backtest either your 200 or your 100, even your 50 simple, but get a bearish backtest in there. And to the downside right now, we would be looking for this thing to go down just as a scalp trade idea. And note it, we could go as high as 8846, go all the way up there before we see it fall down to 8116. So that right there is how I dive into every one of my trades before I enter the trade. So I would set an alert at this moment for this 8848. If it hit it, I would then put in a short to then ride it to the downside. And your downside target for this bad boy would be an 8% drop, where I more than likely would have 20x leverage on it just because I want the 160%. So that's how I would play this particular asset. That is literally how I go through the entire process. Yeah. And then also a test of this 50 simple would be a double top on the 15-minute. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of cool. And noted, your stop loss would have to be slightly above this high here. So even if it does try to break out, you're still expecting a lower high than this. And then it will just roll on down there. Shit rolls downhill, buddy. Shit rolls downhill. So yeah, that's all the tips, the tricks, the secret sauce that I do here. The only thing is I've been doing the same thing for a while, so it's really easy for me to identify it now, and I can just fly through charts at an instant because I'm looking for one thing, and then I'll dive into it further if I find that one thing. Sometimes it's like, do I have close moving averages on the 4 hour? Yes or no? No? Okay, move on. Do I have, and I'll just keep looking through that way. I'll fly through charts. Thanks, no problem, no problem. Check out DGEN. Kush wants DGEN. BTC made a big move today, man. CT, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right, Chainlink. Let's go to Chainlink first. Let's go to Chainlink. Mind looking at Bitcoin Cash, CT? We will get there. We'll get there. Like your sauce, no Diddy. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I feel like it's a really easy method to digest, and it works for me. So I'm sure it will work for you if you decide to use it. But noted, everyone should use a method that works best for them. Everyone should use a method that works best for them. Some people are really good at harmonics. I wish I was. I don't know where to freaking anchor things. It's terrible. Chain is great long term. You're right. It is great long term. But we're looking at the short term for our trade, and it looks like it's about to rally. 27 to 33, looking pretty promising based off your 4 hour. Let's check your daily. How overbought are we? Daily's still overbought, but you're trying to reset. Nice. Like to see that. Let's go to your 1 hour. Your 1 hour does not look so great. Looks kind of shabby. Ugh. Gross. Pie. So you had the false breakout. That is a shame. Golly. That sucks. So now, naturally, we're going to see where's that 50%er. Where's that 50%er? Sure low. We hit the 50% once. Looks like we're going to try and hit it again just to confirm the lows. Looks like we're going to try and confirm it again. So naturally, if that is our current low, and the trend is starting to become our friend, we could see the price get anywhere between this 27.66, 29.15, or 30.95, with the possibility of pushing straight up to overhead resistance at 33.74, but we're going to have to wait and see if we hold our support. We're going to have to wait and see. So that currently is Link. Link looks like it's struggling a little bit. Probably getting the liquidity drained out of it. Is what it is. Looks like Caspa, we're still up 20%. Looking good. E-Gold still up 26%. Not bad. I'm getting worried on E-Gold. E-Gold tried to stop me out twice today. It was terrible. Terrible. Alrighty. Want to check out Meme? I'd rather look at DGEN, honestly. What do I think about XRP dropping hard? Yeah, I think the XRP has a nice fall ahead of it, but it could rally up to $3 still. So XRP, don't be surprised if it hits and or slightly breaks the $3 mark, but I do think that's going to be like the last hurrah of the rally, and then the pullback should begin. Should, doesn't mean it will. Should. Gotta check out Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, we already checked out Doge, Christian. We already checked it out. Doge, it's either going to 32 or it's going to 57. The trend is up, so I'm thinking 57, but 32 is still possible. CT, hopefully you've been hanging on to your Bitcoin Cash, because from the low back here, you never made a lower low. Meme chart looks like Reef. That's crazy. 680, still the target, CT. Still the target. Remember, Bitcoin Cash is directly linked with Bitcoin. I would expect this thing to hit that 680 by, like, tomorrow. Well, considering what Bitcoin just did, I would expect it around tomorrow. Like, really soon is basically what I'm saying. Overhead resistance. That's what we're aiming at. There's a new me, I think. Wait, what? I don't get it. If this thing decides to skyrocket, next target's $980. Next target. Once it hits 680, what am I looking at to stay in or get out? I don't know. You decide. I can't give you financial advice. All I know is that you're not overbought on the weekly. That's all I know. You're likely, after rallying up, setting a higher low to set a higher high. It's likely to happen. So swing traders are directly aiming at 980. Who knows if they get complacent at 760? Who knows? All I see is 680 right now. That's all I see. That's all I know. But yeah, that's Bitcoin Cash. Zeriboro? Johnny, I have no idea what that is. Let's go ahead and check out DGEN. Thanks, brother. You're holding your BCH? Nice. Nice, man. Yeah, CT, it's good you didn't get scared out when you first bought it because of the fluctuations it was happening. Yeah, DGen, on your weekly, stochastic's high, but you're sitting in neutral territory on your relative strength. Beautiful. Right above a level of what was once resistance, acting as support. Your daily time frame coming out of completely just low stochastics and neutral territory on the daily. This thing is set, primed, and ready for the possibility of getting another leg up. You could see price getting anywhere between this 392, 4544, and 5698. If it hits the 5698, that's 224% to the upside from where you're at. So DGen's looking nice and solid, and you just recently broke above your extremely local downtrend. You not only broke out of it, you backtested as support twice. I would expect this thing to start rallying pretty damn hard in the coming hours. But we'll see what happens. Automatically, I would be looking at first target, which would be about 25-26% upside, lining up with a fib retracement, your lowest fib retracement. So we will see how long it takes to get that. But 27%, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Brian dogging me? I don't know. I don't know what the ticker is for that either. Department of Government Efficiency. I seen it on Coinbase and was like 2 cents. Then went to, you think 20 seconds right now? Oh yeah. That's the newer Doge that's on, I forgot what chain it's on. Yeah, that thing's running like wild. I never got into it though. Never got into it. Alright, first off, Meme does not look like Reef. Does not look like Reef. But it does look like you're trying to get a breakout. What's up, man? How we doing tonight? Frank, doing pretty darn good. For Bitcoin being over 100K, we've barely looked at it. It's pretty nice. You're late to the party. You are just in time. Just in time. The candles aren't blown out yet. So Meme, we looked at this, I think, a few weeks ago, but we're still aiming at that 2166 level. Once we get there, no telling what happens. I would expect some form of pullback. We could get a pullback now. We very well could. We could get a pullback now, confirm our lows. That would be really nice. Then go up, get a higher low, and then see the real rally start. But right now, it's just looking like a bounce off of the lows that we have not confirmed. You just see rounded bottoms, can't help it. That's funny. That's funny. The rounded bottoms, just the reaccumulation. That's all that is. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. So this is literally just like we hit a low, we put in some bullish convergence, and yeah, now it's looking like, oh, let's consolidate a bit. Maybe we keep running, maybe we confirm the lows. Who knows? Kind of depends on the market. If we confirm the lows now, though, that would be way better. Way better to do it now than later. Because later, a lot more people get hurt in that process. Because, you know, we'll get probably a wick up above this 2166. People are going to be like, oh my god, this is the major breakout. We're going up to like 3.3, or we're going to go as high as 4.7, who knows? And then all of a sudden it draws all the way back down to these lows. They then sell for losses and they're depressed, whereas other people would be buying it and then enjoying the real rally. But I don't think this first test down here is starting the real rally. I think this has a lot more consolidation in it. So Meme, you got some work to do before I'm super bullish on you. You got some work to do. You definitely don't look like people. Any meme coin you can suggest for this cycle? Meme coins are literally just a flip of a 50-50 if it's going to run or not. Right now, I'm betting on Pang. So what exactly does Bitcoin do if it's not a utility? The only utility it really does is it's inherently deflationary. It's hard to mine because it costs a lot in electricity. And then you can transfer wealth beyond any border without any bank telling you what to do. It's literal freedom. That's all Bitcoin is. It's freedom. LFG YOLO. It's funny. What cryptos do you personally have in your sights after this Bitcoin breakout? Right now I'm looking at People, I'm looking at Pang, and Caspa. I'm actually super bullish on Caspa. Dozier, I am holding Dozier. I am holding that one. But it had a substantial pullback recently. Substantial pullback. It's all the way down here. So I'm down on this one. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a meme coin. It's going to happen. We'll see how low it goes. Hopefully it's not zero. That's the whole point of meme coins. You never know. But yeah, so hopefully that answered your question, Kevin. It's literal freedom. That's all you're paying for. The mining for crypto is crazy. Like, the world is really a simulation. I mean, yeah, it is. The world is simulation. Making money is a game. It's all just a joke. It's all a joke. Alright. I'm surprised nobody wanted me to look at the Caspa chart. I'm going to look at it. So Caspa, the reason why I'm so bullish on this is because of the weekly. So on your weekly, you can see this downtrend on your relative strength has recently broken. The downtrend on your price act, let's go to a clean chart. Hold on. Damn it. All right, clean chart that looks slightly different. Oh my god. Clean chart, damn it. So, clean chart on the weekly here. We did have this downtrend, which I like to go with the more recent wicks because it was just a wick high and you fell back down. Either way, you see this downtrend, you not only broke out, you bullishly backtested it, and now you're holding above your 50 simple moving average on the weekly. And you're very close to it too. But on top of that, when you come into your relative strength, you see the exact same thing. You had a high, you were coming down, and you recently broke out of it. Looks like you're trying to fall back in. But you can still play with this. You can bring it down here because of this high here. Try to break out, fell back in. Try to break out, fell back in. Now it's like you confirmed the breakout. So either way, we're broken out even on the relative strength on the weekly. This is fuel for a lot of upside. And I mean like a lot of upside. Looking at your all-time high weekly candle closes, you're pretty close to them as well. While you're getting a weekly breakout, this thing's geared up for not only all-time highs, but price discovery. And I mean like major price discovery. So looking from your high to low, just from the fib levels alone, a 618 most likely target, you're looking at 22,141, which is an all-time high. So you're most likely going into price discovery. Most likely. After that, you're looking at 25,306 and then 29,495. No idea how long it's going to take to get there, but I have scalp trades open, so I'm not too worried about that. Let me get these other levels in here so you guys can see it. So right now, close that out. Make sure my levels are at the right spot. There. There. All right, levels at the right spot for this exchange. And then we got a level right below us, right here. So we bounced off of support after the breakout. Very nice to see. Going down to your daily time frame. Daily time frame, you can see how you went up, and now you're consolidating sideways. You have maintained support. Maintaining support up here was a really big deal, especially after the back test of your former demand line. So now, on the daily, you can get a nice little trend move based off the daily instead, which your 618 lines up perfectly with the 1814. So this trade realistically should go anywhere between this 19, 26, or even 36% upside. This is what I'm seeing out of Caspa. We're above the 200 daily moving average, and we have been holding it as support for the last 4 days. So Caspa right now, definitely on the radar, definitely looking really good. This is why I mentioned I went long. Looking damn sexy to me. I know it hardly ever moves, but I think it's ready to move now. I really do think so. Even your 4 hours ready. Holy crap. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you guys remember that IRS token? Iris that was like a falling knife, and then it shot up a lot. Well, it's up a lot again, 77%. Holy crap! What did they do? 80%? What the fuck is this? Oh, you confirmed your low? Oh my god! Oh my god! Nobody saw this coming. No one saw it coming. Whoever decided to hit the buy, holy crap. That's insane. That's actually insane. PRQ? Sure. Sure. Jasmine? Jasmine looks really good too. Oh boy. This one looks good. You're just now breaking above that 50 simple. You're 200 sitting overhead. Very likely you're going to go up to 30.08. Very likely. The king has spoken. What king? Who's the king? I'm average. I'm the most average of Joes you'll ever meet. I promise you that. I am so average. I mean, unless you get me on the field and take away like 10 years off my age, that's where I'm above average. But like right now, I'm super average Joe. I'm super average Joe. You saw this coming, I remember. I don't know what you mean. Also, I feel like some people don't realize how quickly I forget any chart that I look at. I very quickly forget. Like, I remember talking about Jasmine yesterday. The fact it's up 14%, I just know I'm not surprised by it. I don't really remember what target I was looking for it, but I think it's relatively close. I think it's close. Could be wrong. Yeah, PRQ. You're looking for like 73% upside. Your daily just got a golden cross as well. This could start running at any moment in time. Any moment. Your 4 hours trying to give you some backlash, a little bit of lip, a little bit of back talk. You might have to bend it over your knee and give it a little spanking, but yeah, your 1 hour is basically saying, hey, we know what to do. Let us run. We got the ponies. We just want to gallop. This looks almost completely ready to run. So yeah, PRQ looking sauced up, looking great. 73 to 88% upside. Don't sell yourself short. No pun intended. Hey, I'm 5'9". I'm tall enough. Tall enough. Are I going to Jasmine now at 14% upside? No. I would have gone in during the pullback earlier today. That's why there's an alert set up down here. Jasmine's literally about to finish its first move. Hell no. I wouldn't go. It needs to consolidate now. So if you're already in on Jasmine, awesome, great. Right now, no. Hard target for Jasmine, 7089. You will have another chance, more than likely. You will have another chance. Peanut on short time frames. Dog and me looks cool, Brian. I don't even know what dog and me is. Does it have no ticker? Is that why you guys keep saying dog and me? It's like, that is the ticker, you dumb. I want to know how Peanut got listed on Binance so quickly. Like, how did they grease the wheels on that one? Yeah, that is the ticker. Oh. See, I didn't know that. Peanuts looks ready to rally. I don't know what else you want from me here. And noted, I'm expecting a bearish rally. That's the funny part. A bearish rally to get to your 50% retrace. You're looking at like 17665. That's a bearish rally. That is the bearish 5-0. No idea what it does past that, because if I was leveraging this bad boy and it held that support at 10587, yeah, I wouldn't really care. That's plenty of upside. You hold that 65% upside, I wouldn't even give a shit. You still got 36% upside possible. Your 1 hour does look a little gross, like that stochastic super high. I would wait for that to reset before the real rally starts, but yeah, it looks ready to rally. And you could see a 36% upside. 4 hours says it can happen. 4 hours says it can happen. Athena. Dog and me. Right. Dog and me. Do. Well, that's awfully elevated. What happened here? That's not great. What, are you sitting on like a pocket of liquidity? Oh, you broke out of a downtrend. It was a weird downtrend. Trying to hold support. No, I'm going to call this a downtrend still. That's just a lower high. This is an ugly chart. I don't like this chart. I don't like this chart mainly because you didn't touch support. I really don't like that. So automatically I lean toward it's going to go touch support for sure. It's got to. I automatically lean toward that. So that's where when I say I don't like this chart, that's what I'm talking about. It didn't touch support. I just don't like that. The bearish convergence. 4 hours trying to reset right now. You're above your moving averages. That's kind of the best thing working for you. So let's give it the benefit of the doubt that you're going to have a trend continuation. So let's just say you end up going up to your 618 or your 786. If you get to the 786, you're now in price discovery. So you could see anywhere between a 49 to a 73% upside in dogging me. But I would like to see the breakout and the holding of support at 7065. As long as you can do that, yeah, this looks good. If you can't do that, well, 3804 looks better. Looks way better. Looks kind of attractive. So we have to wait and see what happens. Gotta wait and see what happens. Looks quite interesting, though. Quite interesting. Can my E-Gold just hit my goddamn target? Jiminy Christmas. How close can we get? The $10 challenge. God, it is starting off so slow. We're only up 44%. But so somebody asked me yesterday, what's the hardest part about the $10 challenge? We're up 44% and I'm only up $4. That hurts. That hurts. $4. But I do know there's going to be one of these days. It's going to be a $10,000 trade and I'll be up 4,000. Just that day can't come soon enough, I'll tell you what. It does look like this thing's more than likely going to blow straight past my target and get up to 67.25. E-Gold looking good. E-Gold looking good. Also, 67.25 is where I'm going to start offloading half of my long-term holding tokens of this one. And I'm probably going to throw them straight into people. Probably straight into people. I'm going to just throw it at people. People is even giving me a slight pullback. Oh my god. That's so great. I love how this resistance is acting like such great resistance. If I wake up tomorrow and people's up 50%, I'm going to get pissed off. Caspa's gearing up. It is. You know, the funny thing about my Caspa trade, I did not put a profit-taking level. I only put a stop loss. Because I don't know where it's going to stop. I only have a stop loss. So, yeah, this one, I'm starting with $100 here. I figured I can just turn it into 10K relatively quick. And I'll be ready for Christmas. Ready for Christmas. I'm like, Merry Christmas. Here's $10,000 to my favorite meme coin. At the moment of me looking at meme coins. Which, since Caspa did it, I'd be going into that Caspa meme coin I posted about. I'll just throw it in there. Alright. Let's see how we're doing on the likes, everybody. Did we get there? Did we do a lot of them? We got 37, 38 viewers. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the likes. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, Caspa, it's just struggling right now. But I do have this really weird gut feeling. Caspa's getting ready to do something that's going to make me extremely happy. You're on the breakout now. I hate that stochastic. I hate it. But my stop loss is pretty deep on the uptrend on the, I think it's on the daily uptrend, which I was really surprised I could get it under that. Yeah, it's on the daily uptrend. So I think my stop loss will be safe while I sleep, so I can still get good dreams. If I get stopped out, ooh, I'm gonna be so angry. I'll be so angry. At that 5-0 right here, that is where I'm gonna move my stop loss up once we break it. Once we break that, I'm just moving this stop loss up to just below the 50 fib level, and then I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna see where it goes. I'm guessing it's gonna get a 40% move to the upside all the way up here, but that is going into price discovery. So we will see. Anyways, everybody, I appreciate all of you for showing up. I am going to go to bed. I will be back tomorrow, of course, because I'm going to be missing you guys all day. Hopefully I see you all inside of the Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, please get in there, join the Discord. It's a great place to be. We do like to have all the new members. Just don't try and scam people. You try and scam someone, I'm coming after you. Anyways, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Kush, good night. Good night, all. Sleep well. Keep those stop losses tight. I'll catch you tomorrow. Keep getting those gains, everybody. Keep getting those gains. Deuces.